I really want to work on my relationship. My heart is currently a mixture of fire and high tide that a lot of times refuses to compromise. I write, she makes imagination real, and we are both art. But art is strong. No matter how potent or low-key, no matter how much she knows me, there has to be a third party making this art seem lovely. The more I live and exist, what I realize is this. It's the people that never learn to compromise for the sake of commitment that end up alone, bitter, and without love. She talks to people a lot sometimes. I listen to people too much. My mind is a mess of imagined expectations and other people's struggle. We met and fell in love in the eye of two storms, learning to be calm together, and the weather and circumstances surrounding us have always been hard. Like remembering to call, like understanding that we won't always understand each other, and that mystery is the beauty of it all, that I will always have to reach further than I'm willing to reach for anyone else to keep her in my arms. Understand, I'm not speaking of dependence, not speaking of needing each other, not saying I would die if we ended, but the way that I love her is the most beautiful miracle I've witnessed. To be so stubborn, we are firmly planted in the truth that at best, love is always a process. It's not a place for you to hide your insecurities and unrest. It's 3 a.m., drunken stumbles home with her head on my chest. It's her breath on the back of my neck. It's holes in the wall and mistakes we choose to learn from then forget. It's my best friend teaching me that sometimes you gotta decide it's worth it. Realize that no person or relationship is perfect, but the work is worth it. The bruises and the hurt is worth it. As long as communication is there and you learn from it, it's never in vain. Love will almost always outlast pain with trust, and a little more crazy than we may like. Hurt happiness ain't a destination, but a journey, and sometimes a fight, sometimes lovemaking and arguments, sometimes sexual frustration and parties. It's nights laying with her spine chiseled in my sternum and knowing that she is there because I love her there, because every second we are together, we've earned it. I've been learning in love ever since. So to you who puts up with all my flaws and bullshit, thank you. With every second we spent dancing in each other's head, I will never forget. To you, wedged under the weight of your past mistakes, pull yourself from behind yourself and remind yourself that you are still you, and you don't need anyone else to be that or agree. You will always be everything you need, and if in fact there is someone that is the moon to your sun, that will find you and love you like there is nothing wrong with what you have become, just when no part of you can find anything right with the things you have done, and you know for sure there's no one that will understand, and you stand with clenched hands ready to scream, I am so through with this shit. I really want to work on my relationship. Love humbles you, you know? Makes you feel like there's something here that don't show unless you know it's here. And I know it's here. I love her because she's free.